Hello likers, welcome back to our channel. It's me, your baby girl, your fave Malika. My people this Ejike this is what's marriage ever, agony of Mr. Aloy, where we got it wrong. I think episode 15. Ejike is something else. Ejike is something else. Well, it started where Ejike's uncle and his uncle's wife as eating there in the village, and somebody arrives with a child. That's Ejike's junior sister, and they were shocked to see her. They were like, where have you been? How could you stay away so long? We thought you have died. Even if you were still on this earth with us, how could you stay away so long and just abandon your parents? Your parents had 2 kids, but they died they cried as if they had no kids. Your brother abandoned them, you too, you abandoned them. What happened? How could you have done this? That was when she reflected back and told them what happened. That when they gave her Ejike's address, when their father was sick, she went to Ejike's house. She sat outside the entire time. Back then, I think Ejike was still single. She sat outside until Ejike came. And Ejike didn't even recognize her. She introduced herself. Ejike was like, I don't have any sister. And she was shocked. Ejike was like, yeah, I don't have any sister. She was like, I'm your family. Papa is very sick. They need you. Ejike said, I don't have parents. I don't have anybody. And she thought he was joking. And Ejike pushed her away like, I am not joking. I'm telling you that I don't know you. I don't have anybody. You leave this place before I do something bad to you. You know, Ejike was behaving like he doesn't even know that he has a sister or she does exist. Like, Omo, who does that? So that's how his sister was pushed away. She was chased away, and she left, walking the street now, not knowing that there are all those people that will be roaming the street looking for people to carry go. That's how she was roaming the street now, alone at night, and she got picked up by those bad guys who carried her to baby making factory, and she was making them had them to be making babies, and they will be using the babies. You know what they'll be using to do. Fortunately for her, it happened that she was, I think, with her first pregnancy, and it was raining. Then the cops raided the place. That's how they were rescued, you know, taken to an orphanage. And there people that they were rescued, she was pregnant already. Ladies that could not take care of their kids, they took the kids and gave it to the orphanage so that the kids will be adopted. And those who could take care of their kids, they took care of their kids. And she was like, she couldn't leave her baby. She couldn't let her baby go, so she had to take her child. And her uncle was like, then why didn't you return to the village? Because your cousin told us that you have cried, and the government was the one, the government buried you in the city and all the rest in Lagos. She was like, no, that's not what happened. She explained, and then she said she didn't want to come because she knew the situation of her parents back in the village. They could not even afford a square one square meal, talk less of her with her child. So based on that, she didn't want to disturb. She couldn't come, you know. And they were like, why? You like, honestly, you should have. You didn't have to remain in the village. So they're like, see how your parents cried. Your mother, she started crying. She said if she sees Ejike, if she sees Ejike, it will not be easy. Yeah, because Ejike didn't give her a helping hand. The same Ejike that was supposed to help her or take care of their parents, Ejike didn't do that. Ejike pursued her away. Ejike, the best thing he could do was to pursue his sister away. And now look at what happened to her. So now the next part they are showing is Ejike who have returned to the village for the meeting that the elders called with all his friends. And he came back with Dan, and that is Mercy wife called Chioma. And now the elders, like, before we start this meeting, these two have to go. That's Dan and his woman. They have to leave, Dan and Chioma. And they're like, why? They say, no, you have to go. The two of you have to. The Ejike is like, why? He's his friend. No, you have to. Why? Because they are bad influence. Because Dan will sit down and be talking, and he will be spewing nonsense out of his mouth. He will be saying things that he's not supposed to say. So definitely the elders knows that, and they don't want him to spoil things for them. They don't want him to make things worse than it was already. So they had to pursue him. They had to pursue, and he was like, why? No, you have to go. So they left and they were talking. So they are telling Ejike what he has to do now. For his mother to be buried, for his parents to be buried, Ejike has to build a mansion, not any household, but a mansion on that land, because they said they cannot bury them outside. They'll bury them on that land, and it cannot just be a land, it must be a house, and not any house, a mansion, and the one that will be chosen by them, the elders. Ejike started, like, Ejike almost became, he was like, what? He said yes. Has to be that. Since they did not enjoy when they were alive, let them enjoy when they are gone already. And they said Ejike's mother will be buried in the center, in the middle of the sitting room. In the middle of the sitting room. Ejike uncle says, since you didn't allow my sister to enjoy, let the AC be blowing her in the other world. See, I almost pissed on myself when he said that. Why people need AC? Almost. See, then they were like, okay, now since you insulted us, the elders, first of all, I skipped one part when they wanted to start, when they said based on this Ejike was like, name your price. Oh God, thank God auntie was there. Auntie was coming, like, what, are you serious? This is not how you talk with them. You don't talk like this. It's not about money. Everything is not money. And I was happy because one of the elders were like, you think it's about money. It's not about money. You cannot buy them. You cannot buy their integrity with your money, and which is true. It has to do with customs and tradition. Now that they're telling him that you insulted the elders and it comes with consequences. More Ejike was like, it's as if they poured fuel on top of the fire. It's packed. He cursed the hair out of them. Instead, he was insulting them instead of begging. Munachi was there begging. His friend Dan, Andy was there begging. Rita, they were like, Ruth, Ruth, like, Ejike, what kind of human being are you? Your friends are begging for you. You're doing the most of it. Like, almost. See, I laughed. I can't lie to you guys. And the elders were just looking at him, because now they will make him pay. Ejike will feel it, because the elders already told him that don't worry. And also he even left. He left. Mangai, just the big boy, left, and his uncle was like, don't worry, Munachi. He will suffer the consequence. You will see. He will hear, you will feel it. Like, as I will end this video, please tell me what you all think about it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, okay, so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever I post any new videos. And for those of you my likers, thank you so super much. I love you guys so much. Thank you for encouraging us. Thank you for pushing my likers series, even though it's going slowly, but it's surely, okay. So what we have to say at the moment is bye guys, take care of yourself. Mwah.